Guys, LuhKey here. If I look like shit, it's because I do. I just got out of a 12-hour shift overnight. But basically, I just want to talk about The Conjuring. I saw it in IMAX. And no, spoiler free right now. I'll let you know when there's spoilers, but I rate it 8, 7.5, 8.5. I'm just going to say 8 out of 10. Pretty good movie. If you like horror, go watch it. I thought this was going to be a bad movie, but to my surprise, it was pretty good. Now, basically, I just want to say a couple things before I get to the spoilers. I went to go see it in IMAX, and it was pretty good. Although it said on Google that it was shot in IMAX, but there's still like bars on the bottom and top. I don't know if that's normal. It was my first time going to IMAX. It was pretty good. Um, but besides that, you don't have to watch any other Conjuring movie before you see this one. As long as you know the whole like Ed and Lorraine story. I'm surprised I remember their names actually. But basically, I'm just gonna play something in the background while I talk about this, so you guys can kind of see how it is. But if you love horror, go watch it. I rated it 8 out of 10. It's a pretty good horror movie. I thought it was gonna be shit, but it was actually pretty good. Now I thought from the trailer it kind of seemed like all the Conjuring items were gonna come all at once. It was gonna be like a full-on like Avengers Endgame, but it was not. It was just the most strongest um, last case that they ever did, from my knowledge. But I am just gonna play this and play this in the background. Screen Crush right here. Subscribe. It's gonna show his face a lot too, but this is gonna be basically just the background that I'm going to use. This is The Conjuring Last Rites, Ending Explained, and Movie Breakdown. So from here on out, it's going to be spoilers. So I'm just going to ramble and talk about this movie and my experience with it a little bit at the end of how the story went for us and how someone fucking, kind of ruined the show for us. But besides that, now this movie was a little long. Basically Ed and Lorraine's last job because Ed was having heart problems, and now unfortunately Ed did die 5 years before Lorraine, but they recently passed away pretty soon. But basically, this whole thing is like trying to invoke awareness around this paranormal and not to make fun of it, and they kind of try to pass it on. It features their daughter and how she passes through it, and she has the same like I wouldn't say powers, but the same kind of visions and like can see ghosts kind of. And this is all supposed to be real life. There's no fiction around here. There obviously the scientific world heavily goes against this, and also the religious in some circles they are very infamous, as it says in the movie. But basically, it follows this mirror. It's a basically a cursed item that this one family gets in Philadelphia, I believe, and this mirror is very powerful, and it's classified as a demon, the strongest thing that they've ever encountered. Now, after we saw this movie, nothing happened to us. There was nothing weird or scary. I kind of wanted to see something scary as well. Like after I watched the movie, we were driving like at 12 a.m. in the morning, and I was trying to like see a ghost or something because I just wanted that thrill. But basically, it follows the daughter and how she works with the powers and her boyfriend coming into their lives and how they're kind of involving him into the family. And the daughter ends up going to help this Philadelphia house because Ed and Lorraine stopped doing these cases because of Ed's heart problems, and it actually proves a very vital point at the end of the movie. But basically, the daughter goes out to go help this family that's been struggling for 7 weeks or 7 months or 7 weeks, something like that. Pretty long time. I think it could be even 3 months or something like that. But they've been struggling. They brought it to the news. They try to get the the church involved in this because this mirror, like one of the daughters, it's I believe 6 women and the father and the granddad. So it's this family of 8, and they are all encountering these weird ghost things. By the way, this scene right here, it's very fucking creepy. This is the daughter of Ed and Lorraine. Um, Basically, this old grandma just fucking comes out of nowhere, dude. And it's like a showcase of her, just trying to put on outfits. But basically, what happens is she goes to go help this family because no one will help. And then the parents come, Ed and Lorraine. And then the daughter's like, "You taught me about never leaving a family alone. And you do this because you love the people and the families and you don't want them destroyed." And then she convinces the parents to go in and fucking Ed grabs his bag and he's like, let's fucking, if we're gonna do this, let's do it right. Grabs his suitcase, there's a bunch of reporters and stuff. Now one of the seven daughters, she throws up glass, so that kind of was the last straw. They were too poor to move. This is the family I'm talking about. So they just had to live with it. The grandma got pushed down the stairs, so she had to go to the hospital. So they were actually impacted pretty roughly. Um, also Ed and Lorraine at the beginning of the movie, they're kind of struggling. They're not making much money, and they're just kind of giving courses at colleges to show their cases and the importance of this. But now we're gonna go back to the ending, where this all happens, and this is like the last 30 minutes of the movie, which is 3 hours. The rest is just like family stuff, which is pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, I was not bored at all throughout the whole movie. Actually, when we first saw the old lady appear in the first scary jump scare, the whole theater like screamed. You know, I was not scared. I'll get into that when I got scared at one point, which was not scary at all to most people. But basically, this is by the way the real Ed and Lauren. Um, yeah, so we go to the ending and they're fighting this mirror demonic. Ed tells, so the daughter finds the family finds out that the demon in the mirror wants to take the daughter because she is kind of connected or powerful in some way. Because when Lorraine had the baby, and she was pregnant at the beginning of the movie. We're gonna kind of go back and forth. At the beginning of the movie, Lorraine had a baby and she was pregnant, and they were working a case. It was like, oh, I don't feel good about this. And then she touches the mirror because she can sense a curse or a demonic presence in it. It cracks, and then she almost loses the baby. It dies. It's pre. It comes early. I think it's called like premeditated birth or something like that. It comes early, and then they kind of struggle with that. So they're like, yeah, fuck this, we're retiring. You have heart problems, I have, this baby, or our baby almost died. So then, okay, we're gonna jump now to the present. This mirror finds them, and they find out that it's the mirror that's fucking doing this shit. um and basically, the daughter starts seeing like Annabelle and all that, and she kind of gets scared. And this is the part where I got scared, where Annabelle just turns bigger and bigger and then starts chasing her, and then the girl trips, and then right at that moment, I get fucking scared because you can just hear just like the fucking running little. And then I get scared because she trips and then she drops the flashlight. This movie just makes really good tension. And that I was like, holy fuck, and then that's the only part I got scared, which is pretty embarrassing because there was a lot of jump scares, and that was the least scary part of the movie, I'd say. But basically, the dad's like tells the new boyfriend, his daughter's boyfriend, to go and get the car, and then they do their whole investigation, and then he tells the father of the family of 8 to help him pick up the mirror. And then this is where it gets intense, bro, because it's in the attic. It just fucking spawns there after they try to destroy it, and then they're walking on floorboards, and basically everything around the fucking floorboard is drywall, and then these planks that are connected like zigzags, and then they fucking strap it, they cover it, they strap the mirror, they're walking, and it just the father of 8, he's like, oh, this is getting heavier. And then Ed's like, yeah, these kind of cursed items tend to be stubborn, so it's gonna try everything in its power to get at us or something like that. And then they go to the ladder, and then the father of eight loses sight of the attic, um, kind of like drop hatch, and then yeah, I'm just gonna call it the attic hatch. So he trips. Sorry, the fucking straps come off, and then the cover comes off the mirror. He looks at the mirror, and then he sees himself like hanging on the wall. It fucks with him, and Ed's like screaming, "Don't look at the fucking mirror. We talked about this, and don't touch it." And then he trips on the hatch, and then Ed's trying to just yank it and pull it back, and then the mirror just like is sliding down and it's falling, and then if the father of eight is trying to like back up, and then it fucking hits his ankle. It looks gory, dude. It fucking the tension's so good. And then Ed pulls it off, and then the kid, the boyfriend of the daughter, he's trying to rev his fucking Dodge Charger. It won't go, and then he finally gets it to go, and then he fucking does a 360 fucking badass fucking wheel drift, and then just fucking books it, and then he sees the grandma, and then he fucking crashes out. He crashes, and then it just starts fucking pouring, and then he tries to get inside the house, and then the seven daughters are all scared and trying to get the fuck out, but they can't. And then the daughter's like running down the basement because she was just followed by Annabelle, and then the mom's trying to help her, and then it's just this chaotic scene. And then right here, this part, so the boyfriend's trying to like fucking break the door. He can't get it to open, and then he goes to the back, and then the door opens, and then the whole family runs outside. So they're all outside. They're like, holy shit. And then this just chaotic mess. What I love about this movie is that it's so realistic, and it's not like over the top. It's not like, oh, explosion over here, oh, demonic over here, oh, fucking Voldemort is coming with a fucking wand. It's just so realistic. Like all these things just happen, and so the boyfriend goes up to the top, and then he tries to help Ed pick up the thing, and then Ed, right before that, he fucking gets a heart attack because something jumped at him, and then he's taking his pills. I'm gonna rewind this video again. He takes his pills, his heart medication, because it drops down the fucking ladders, and he's trying to like reach out to them, and he's having a stroke, and then he grabs them and puts one in his mouth, and then he revives, and then the fucking boyfriend comes and helps him with the mirror, and then they're pulling it down, and then the fucking mirror just starts fucking swerving, and now it's the boyfriend, the daughter, and Ed and Lorraine, and the mirror just starts going like that one scene from Cubes where it's just fucking, if you touch it fucking cuts you, which is fucking sick. And then yeah, the mirror just like fucking falls on the boyfriend's leg and just crushes it, dude. It's gory. It's just like you could barely see like one piece of flesh just hanging from his fucking ankle, and then it fucking falls again, and then Ed's trying to push it back, and then it like grabs him by like the neck right here, and it's just pushing him back and back, and he's trying to choke him, the mirror itself. And then this is where Lorraine is telling her daughter like, hey, I told you about keeping it out, but just accept it and fucking just push through it. So then the dad, Ed, Lorraine, and the daughter, they all touch the mirror and stop it, and it breaks the curse. And then we get a happy montage, and then we get a text, Ed and Lorraine died at this year, and then they show like a whole montage of the real sessions, and then the real pictures of Ed and Lorraine. And yeah, just rest in peace. Fucking good movie. Such a good movie, dude. It was a good experience. I like this movie. I was expecting the worst from this movie, but it was pretty good, especially in a theater, experiencing it with other people. Although the worst part was, I don't want to be like body shaming or anything, but dude, there was this couple and another girl, and there was this obese woman, and she stunk, bro, like really bad. She stunk like fish and like blood, bro. Like it was horrible. Like we had to spray perfume on the movie theater because they were sitting right next to us, and I mean I was the furthest away, so I couldn't smell it personally. I did get a little whiff, which was horrendous. It smelled like a horse stallion there. Just hopefully, if you guys are watching this video and this is you, just please shower, please take care, and if you can't, don't go out. Just gotta learn proper etiquette in public. There's this other female that was like a total Karen too. She put her feet like next to my wife's chair, and I look back and I'm like, hey, can you like as kind as possible, because I was just vibing, but I'm just not gonna let that slide. I was like, can you please put your foot down, because it is uh, I'm just gonna say it how I said it. Can you please put your foot down, kindly? And then she was like, she put it down. She's like, and then my wife was saying that she was like talking shit, like, like, bro, if you guys are gonna go out, please learn fucking proper etiquette. I'm gonna drop a video of when me and my wife went to a Suicide Boy concert, because something similar happened. But dude, I'm just fucking tired of this shit. Like, it's not to point out a certain group of people, but it's usually the obese people, dude. Especially like obese women. Like, they're just doing whatever they can to ruin everyone else's experience. Like, I'm fine, dude. Like, if who you are, but if you're going to a public, learn public etiquette, please. I beg of you. But that's about it. Besides that, I'm not letting shit slide. I used to be like a pushover, and I just let them slide. Just not say anything. And now I'm not having that shit. I'm getting older, and they're not gonna ruin our experiences, because they don't know they've never been told no. So yeah, but that's about it. Go watch the movie. It's really fucking good. And if you have already, I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. I'll link this guys down below, and I love you guys all. Peace out.